Hello! Today I thought I'd do a video on tips and tricks and things to make for your first crochet market. It doesn't even have to be crochet, just these are some ideas that I do. I made a couple of these for my market that I had, and I made money off of these things, and I did not use these tips for my first market, so if you've learned these tips for your first market, I feel like it could really help. I do have a little bit of a list here. I scoured the internet, what people's better information was, what people recommended, and then I changed that for some things that helped me. So I'm just getting inspiration from what other people had to say, and a couple of things I have are going to be what you like to make. Now there are going to be two sections. There's going to be things to make and tips for your first market. First thing we're going to do is the things you can make. For things you can make, you can definitely make a lot of things. There are some things that I feel like are more general categories instead of just being some specific things. My light ran out of battery. Is that good? I don't think it is. I'm so sorry if it's dark, but this is gonna have to do because my lights ran out of battery. Anyway, I did not do things specific like mushroom plushies, and instead I would just say plushies. Things that are more general, just to give you guys some ideas instead of things. Since I am covering tips as well, I feel like it's easier to give general things. So that's what I'm doing. Number one is scrunchies. I feel like people are always looking for scrunchies. Scrunchies are really good. I make a lot of scrunchies and I have a lot of them. This is a Halloween set of scrunchies. It's a green and orange, a purple and a black. And these are really cute. If you can see, they're really cute. They're cute colors together. And that brings me to one of the tips. Make the colors cute. You don't want to do something bad like Shrek green and doo-doo brown. Some people could like that, but we're talking about general audience. I think we should make something more pleasing. Or another thing you can do is there are a couple of videos out there talking about color schemes for different seasons, and also you can look up the color of the season. I remember there's a lot of videos in spring saying butter yellow was the color, and in the summer saying periwinkle was the color. Around those times, it is more common for those colors to be popular for yarn. So if it was spring and butter yellow was a popular color, this would probably be more popular than something that's Metallica black. What? Why did I say that? Never mind. Making things cute colors is really good for the majority of audiences who want to buy them. Also, you can look up color seasons. In the fall, things that are neutral, dark, muted are more popular, while things that are bright, pastel-y are probably more popular in spring. It's just what colors are popular in the times. For spring, I think of pastel. For summer, I think of bright neons. Fall, I think of muted browns and dark colors. In winter, I think of blue. Just blue. And white. Blue and white. Those are just color seasons, and I think that they can really help coming to more popular colors. Another tip that goes along with this scrunchie pack is discounts. I usually sell one of these scrunchies on my Etsy shop for $6.50. Yeah, $6.50. $6.50. This is around $7. But when I'm selling two of them, realistically, that would be $14. No, $13. That would be $13. But I make it $1 off and be $12, so you get 50 cents off. If you buy three, that's $6.50 times 3 should be $19.5. But you get a $2 discount making them really cheap for only $15.50. And then if you get 4, $17. When it would be $24, it's $17. And you might be thinking, that is a really bad way because you're not going to make any profit. Actually, by selling them at a cheaper price, the more you get, the more people will buy. They'll be like, this is a good offer. I can do this. It's would you rather buy one fridge for $800 or 2 fridges for $900? Only $100 more, but you get double the quality. So it's like buying one for $800 and one for $100, which is a great discount. So discounting is a good thing, and realistically, I wouldn't sell these for $17. I would just give an example of what I would do. So discounting is a great way to make more money. Next thing you can make is coasters. I have made a lot of coasters. I have made this frog coaster. 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's my favorite. 6, 7, and 8. I use this one as my own. I made a ton of these coasters for a market and only some of them sold. When I mean some, I mean 20. I made 20. And there is 9 left. 8 left, meaning 12 of them sold. To have a majority of them sell out is crazy. Honestly, I'd rather have a majority sell out than none at all. Meaning making it makes you money. I usually sell these for $4, maybe even $3.50. Same discounting. If these are $4 plus $4, this is $8, but I'll give you $7. 3 of them would be $12, but I make it 10 instead of 12. Same discounting thing I went through earlier. It brings me to my next tip or hack or trick, which is to make it cute. By making it cute, I feel like it's more likely to sell. If we're talking a frog coaster over this random colored one, frog is more likely to sell because it is more cutesy. I think by making it more cute, it will sell out more. And speaking of cute is my next tip, make stuffed animals. Make stuffed animals. Stuffed animals are so cute. They are so cute. Stuffed animals are more likely to sell than a plain gray colored coaster. People are way more likely to buy this adorable duck than to buy this fuzzy hair tie. Although I love this hair tie, this one's just gonna sell better. Look how cute it is. I made this. Well, obviously I made it. It's so cute. This is one of my favorite stuffed animals I've ever crocheted. But this is way cuter. More likely to go with this one because it's a stuffed animal. Who doesn't want a stuffed animal? Stuffed animals are so cute. Now I know there are some people who don't like stuffed animals. But more times than not, if you're going to a craft fair, you're probably better get a stuffed animal. If I go to a craft fair and I don't leave with a stuffed animal, was it a successful shopping trip? So I highly recommend making stuffed animals if you want them to sell out more. Next thing to make is bags. Bags are so cute. Going back to this bag, it's so adorable. People always need to have things to hold. I'm not walking around with my lip gloss out. I want a bag to put it in. Not bringing around a book when I can put it in a bag. Especially because women don't have pockets. A bag's a solution. This is a pretty small bag, but I do have bigger. You can fit a wallet, a little lip gloss, a flashlight that just ran out of battery, a pen, even an edges brush to fix up your edges, a hand sanitizer. Since crochet is flexible and stretchy, it can fit all this stuff. And there are many different types of bags you can make. I did an alternating half double and single. Same thing with this one and this one, but they're just different, just a different technique. This one I put 3 strands of yarn in, I love it. Same with this one, 3 strands of yarn, and I love it. But there's also bags with 3 granny squares. This one I made for Halloween. She's cute. When it comes to making bags, they are versatile, and you can customize them to be whatever you want. Speaking of customizing, my next thing on the list is themed things. Themed things are basically anything that's like labeled. Would you rather have a hat? Would you rather have a hat themed after your favorite movie? Like a Spider-Man hat. I've seen so many people make like Spider-Man car hangers. They are so cute. It doesn't have to be themed after like a thing. It can be like, would you rather have a stress ball or would you rather have a blueberry themed one? Like anything that's themed I think will sell out way better. If you go to a store and there's a body wash, I'm more likely to buy the body wash or the Paw Patrol's themed body wash that's on sale. Again, with the discount thing. It's just themed things are more likely to be bought. That's why brands always do collabs with like shows or anything. Like the Wicked Munchkins. People are more likely to buy the Wicked version than the regular version. That's why brands do collabs. Make more money and more sales. So make themed things, if anything. Speaking of the sale Paw Patrol body wash. Bring me to the next thing and make cheap things. People are more likely to buy this small $3, $4 plant than they are to buy a $70 shirt. You know what I mean? $25 large crocheted egg, $5 mini crochet egg. You can just make smaller things and they will sell out more because they are cheaper. People are more likely to spend $5 on a plant than $75 to $100 on a big bamboo plant. Unless you really, really want that item, people are not as willing to buy that. So by making small, cute, cheap things that don't cost as much, they will sell out better. People are more willing to buy them. I think that is a really, really good tip because it's just better for people to buy. Lastly, the last thing we're going to talk about is the last thing you can make is a hat. Where can you go wrong with a hat? Out of all the hats I mostly make cat beanies. These are 2 single crochet ones, which are both sold in my Etsy shop. I also have these. Hats can be quick. They can either be like 20 minutes if you're doing a simpler, faster working up stitch, or they could be like an hour to a day working on a 3 size yarn doing single crochet that's gonna take you for a while. It's just, you can take however much time or however much work. It's the same thing like bags. You can do so many different types. Beanies, cat ear beanies, mesh hats. I've seen people make cowboy hats, baseball hats, or even like a cover up for a hat. Like a baseball cap cover up I've seen people do, or just like you can slip it on your catgirl hat. I just think it is better to make hats. If anything, if you take anything away, make discounts and make hats. Especially now that it's getting colder, people want to keep warm with hats. Similarly, you can make scarves and mittens. I just put hats because I feel like that's more genuinely bought. And also, you don't have to make a sizing thing. You can make it with a really stretchy yarn. It's like one size fits all. But with a mitten, you need to make different sizes. So I feel like genuinely hats are the way to go if you're wanting for something that's warm and cozy for winter. Anyway, that's everything I wrote on my list of things to make and tips on your market. Obviously, you can go to more specific videos of like what plushies to make, what hats to make, or more specific things. I was making it general to give you a more like brief idea instead of just like a very specific. Because like whenever it's so specific, I'm like, don't like them all the time. Like if I'm like, oh yeah, plushies to make for markets. What is it? And then it's like Pickle Rick. I'm not gonna be as excited for it because it's very specific, and I feel like having something that's vague. Not vague. That's not the word. What is it? I don't know what the word is. Something that takes up more categories and something really, really specific. I feel like it's just easier. Obviously, if you like things that are more specific, you don't have to listen to any of this. And if you don't want to do any of these tips or make any of these things, that's fine. I hope you did learn something. Anyway, I really hope that you love this video. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you love it because I post videos pretty regularly, except for when I don't. Sometimes I'll go on a slump where I never post, but most times it doesn't happen. Recently I've been posting a lot actually. Also, you can check out my community. If you do go on my community, just know that I don't let other people post. The only reason I don't let other people post on it is just because I'm scared someone's gonna post like something crazy or something that's not related to the channel, and I'm just really scared about that. But maybe if I do like gain your guys' trust and like get more subscribers and likes, then I can do that. So if you want to do that and have me open up that thing, that part of my community page, just subscribe, please. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. We are so close to 100 subscribers, and it would really mean the world to me. Before I had a YouTube channel, I'm like, why are you celebrating 132 subscribers? That's nothing. But now that I actually am one, that's a lot. And I'm appreciating it more. Anyway, if you like videos like this, let me know in the comments if I remember to turn them on. And I will make more market prep videos, maybe some that are more specific for things to make, and maybe just one about tips. Or maybe if I have enough time, I can do a market vlog and like go to a market. Currently, I'm not going to one. I'm not signed up for one right now, so I might. Anyway, this outro is too long enough. I love ya. Keep stitching. Bye.